Morning everyone, welcome to Truck Life in Spain. As you can see, wearing a woolly hat because it's absolutely freezing up here on the Sierra de Albarracin. But hopefully the sun's going to come out today. It's done nothing but rain yesterday. I've just gone outside to hang the washing out because it's windy and it is absolutely freezing. Whew. So just having a mooch outside of the city on these hiking trails. Got the river run down there and then the city spread out on that hillside. I think this has to be my favourite city in Spain. I mean, I obviously haven't visited all of the ancient hilltop cities, but I really like this one. Definitely recommend visiting if you're in the area. I was going to go cycling this afternoon. I had a route I was going to do which was 20 miles long and it would have took me right up into the hills. I decided against it though because it was windy and really cold, but it's almost a complete whiteout now. Should be able to see the tops of the mountains but can't see anything. Cold out there, Tris? You better shut that door, I think. Be careful, mind. It's absolutely brutal. Morning, everyone. So we've spent 3 nights here in Albarracin, and yeah, the weather it's been pretty bad. It started snowing yesterday. It snowed in the night. So we woke up this morning and I think it was about 1 degree outside, but the old town looked pretty nice with a dusting of snow on top of it. But we're all packed up, we've restocked our water supplies, emptied the toilet and the grey water and all that stuff. So we're going to head towards the coast, back towards the warm weather. So this is where we spent the night last night. There wasn't many people here when we first arrived, but woke up this morning. There's maybe 15, 20 other vans. It's a huge space though. Lovely location right next to the sea. So we're having a look around Castellet de Banyoles, which is a pre-Roman ancient city here in Catalonia, but it's well, you can see it's in a fairly severe state of dereliction. There's some more housing there. Apparently the castle, the remains of the castle are up here, but yeah, it's pretty fascinating, this site. It's a pre-Roman settlement, which you don't come across the foundations of those very often. Not in the west of Europe. You might do in Greece and places like that, but it's always worth a look around these types of areas. Hell of a view, mind. What you found here, Tris?
I think it's an almond tree. It's an old tree.
Yeah, looks like it's been coppiced at some point. It's mainly olive trees around here, isn't it?
There's olives up there.
Yeah.
Up there.
So this is the castle. so it's Easter Sunday. We came up into the mountains yesterday into a very small town called Féon. It's a campsite there, so we stayed there last night. We're going to stay there again tonight. It's lovely and sunny yesterday, but overcast and chilly today. But it's Easter Sunday, so we've just walked up to a little hermitage here in the mountains just to get out and have a look. And yeah, not sure what we're going to do tomorrow. It's Easter Monday. The holiday season should start to be coming to an end here in Spain, I think, anyway. So we might move on, or we might stay here another night. It's great for mountain biking around here and hiking as well. I'll just give you a look at the scenery there, which Triss is enjoying. So I'm out for a ride. I'm going to head along the Ebro River. But I've got a hell of a downhill section here, which I went down yesterday. It's great fun going down, but coming up is horrible. So the river Ebro, which is running down there, it forms the border between Catalonia and Aragon. And we're on the Aragon side at the moment. Came up from Catalonia a couple of days ago. But there's just tons and tons of these dirt roads to ride around here. They just branch off every main bit of tarmac. When you look at the map, they just head right off into the hills. They usually make up with another stretch of tarmac as well. I mean, the potential for multi-day, I mean multi-week even, dirt road riding, bike packing, gravel bike riding, whatever you want to call it. Couldn't half get a decent stretch put together here in Spain. So I've come to a bit of a crossroads here. I'm following this track down. It looks like there's a ford down there, or I can head on into those mountains. Tempted to go and see what that ford's all about. Just noticed that one of the brake pads is kind of pushed itself down, probably in transit somehow or other. This is the first bike I've ever had hydraulic disc brakes on, in fact any kind of disc brake, and yeah, they've got good stopping power, but what a carry on they are. Sometimes I think the old-fashioned ones are good enough, far easier to get along with. Anyway, enough of that. So I've come up a bit, uphill a little bit, hence the out of breathness, and you can get a good view of the river down there. There's a few fishing boats out at the moment, being the Easter weekend. I'm almost back at the road, and just a few metres off is this little finca and an old caravan. I always find these places pretty sad. I mean, you can imagine someone at some point put this caravan on, beautiful views right next to the river, bit of fishing on a weekend. You know, time moves on. They've obviously gotten old, and well, you know, my guess is that, you know, they probably died and the place just goes to ruin, you know. At one point it would have been someone's little dream location. So I'm back to where I started from. I'm going to go right up this gorge. I came up here yesterday and it was, oh man, brutal. But I'm not sure if those are eagles up there circling. Could be vultures, mind. I think they're eagles. We see them all the time. Tons of fascinating wildlife in Spain, particularly birds. We've seen all sorts, flamingos, egrets up close, we've seen eagles, vultures. I mean, just now, down there on those rocks, there's a lot of cormorants. I don't know if you can make out that tunnel coming out of the rocks. There is a little bit of information about that on a board back there, but it's all in Spanish, so I can't understand it. But it looks like at some point it kind of came out and joined there, but there's nothing left there anymore. But there's a few more campsites down here. You can see down there there's some bars, restaurants. There's another campground up there. When I was down here yesterday when the sun was shining, oh, let's have a look at that. Yes, they are eagles. Fantastic. Look how many there is. I hope you can see on the GoPro. 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 of them. You just see them everywhere circling. Whew. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera off now and I'm going to try and get up this entire hill. So when I get to the top I'll tell you whether or not I made it. Not going to lie, we're not even about 1/8 of the way through. I'm done in. The only saving grace is that the wind is on me back. It took us 15 minutes to cover about 400 metres. I've done it. So we plan to sleep beside this hermitage tonight. We've parked the truck up and for the first time in a long time we had to put the truck into the low range gearbox. We followed Google Maps, which took us up a pretty crazy track, didn't it? It was quite slippy, wet mud. Well, we'll have a look at the church first and then we're just going to go for a walk, get a bit of exercise. Apparently there's a dark sky platform around here. There's no light pollution, so you can get to see the stars. 1689 reforms en la ermita. 1689, 1767, 1904, 1928, 99, 2001, 05 and 07. So it's had a bit of work done to it, hasn't it? Ermita de San Macario. So it's just gone 7 o'clock now. The sun is still pretty high in the sky because the clocks went forward today. But yeah, we got in this place around 3:30 and the nearest village is a few kilometres away down a dirt track. So we thought that, you know, no one would pass by, but in the evening time there's been loads of groups walking past, loads of old ladies with walking sticks coming to visit the church. It is Easter Monday, so that might have something to do with it. But I try to have a little conversation, but my Spanish is really, really poor. In fact, it's virtually non-existent, apart from ordering beers and coffees and the likes of that. So we're getting a pretty nice sunset out there, aren't we, Tris? Yeah, really nice. Hopefully we'll get a good day tomorrow then. But we've got a sundowner. Got myself a little tin of Estrella. What you got, Tris? A massive jug of G&T. Disgraceful. It's a Monday night and all, you know. Well, this Easter Monday.
Easter Monday.
It's bank holiday, isn't it, really?
It's a bank holiday.
Cheers, everyone. That is an absolutely cracking sunset. Morning, everyone. That was a relatively peaceful night. There was another camper van came in at around 8 o'clock last night. Oh, he's just started his engine up now. But a huge weather front came across the mountains last night. It was great to watch. Thunder and lightning coming down. It's dumped a lot of fresh snow over the tops of the hills as well. Just got the old binoculars out surveying the area. But we're going to book into it, but we've actually booked a campsite just up the road. It's only about 15 minutes drive away. So we're going to hang around until about 11:30, then we'll set off and visit the old city of Alquézar. There for a couple of nights, so I'll get the mountain bike set up again, and there seems to be plenty of rides around the area, so that's the plan for the next couple of days.